Welcome to Mindful Stress, a new relationship with stress. The benefits of this practice and this training are improved mood and improved relationships. Features are that the practices are short and simple. They're not complicated. And that's one of the reasons why they're so effective. So if we look at the bell curve for stress, we can see that our performance is going to be enhanced. When we're on this side of the bell curve, we're going to be putting in, a certain amount of the hormones, cortisol, that are going to improve our performance. Now, if we put in too much cortisol, adrenaline, we're going to go over the other side where actually our performance is going to start to weaken, and we're going to run the risk of having some long-term health challenges. So the new relationship with stress is a different approach to stress. Rather than being afraid of stress, we can see with the stick figure, the fear and the trying to avoid or trying to get away from the stressor. Now, this can also work for all emotions. If it's anger, resentment, all the emotions have a purpose for us. So we can look at when we are aware, or what we call in mindfulness, when we're mindful, and this is facilitated by when we do the body scan, then we're more aware of what's going on inside of our body. We can stop and drop. So we stop the overthinking and we drop into the body so that we can feel the posture of the body, we can feel our fingers, our toes. We can get what's called being grounded. From a place of being grounded after stopping and dropping, then we can open up our body, our posture, open up our minds, and inquire as to what's happening. And then we can choose to make intentions around that. So typically, we haven't been trained to know how to do this. We haven't been trained in really being able to guide the mind and to support our practices because we have so many rich resources from within us. So this would be this would be bringing our attention. We turn around and now we have stopped and dropped. We're going to inquire. We're going to make friends. That's going to be the new relationship. And the way that we do that is we do that with thought. Now, the mind always likes to think, and so that's its go-to. So we use that to our advantage. But we choose the type of thinking rather than the mind just going to what it's normally going to do. We're going to choose the type of thinking. Now, this is called intentional thinking. And we can see with the mindfulness triangle here, we have attention, intention, and specific action. So we have brought to our attention that there is anxiety. We're starting to feel the tension in our throat and our muscles. We know that we're getting anxious. So now we can say, okay, I have a choice. I can do something about it. And that's really what intention is. It's a place of choice. So then we can, as our action, we can be specific with the type of phrases that we say. And then that will start to change our relationship to the stress so that we're starting now to recognize it, feel it, and be with it. And then over time, we grow to understand it because to the point that we can embrace it. So with objective phrases are very straightforward. They don't have emotional content laden to them. So there is stress. There is anxiety. There is anger. There is sadness. Those are all objective phrases. They recognize what's there, but that's all that they do. That's all that they need to do. Now, if we choose, we can go to the second step. And when we want to work with these on a deeper way, then we say, this is my stress. Now, here we have really changed the relationship. We have changed the relationship from it being external to ourselves and somebody is making us angry or somebody is causing us stress or there's a stressful experience that's outside of us. Now we are recognizing it. So this gives us power to change our reaction to stress to a response to stress. And then if we choose, we can also add an additional phrase. Now that additional phrase is one of well-being. We can always offer well-being to anything and anybody. So may my stress be well. So this is the intention for my stress. So we can see now we have had 3 different ways that we can take and work with our stress or whatever our emotion is. Objective phrases, there is stress. Subjective phrases, this is my stress. And intentive phrases, may my stress be well. So thank you for your interest in this video. And we'll be providing more material, and we're looking at putting together a 4-week online training program. So if you want to check in from time to time to the mindfulcoach.com, we'll post it as soon as we get the materials ready. So thank you once again for your interest.